Yo, you already know it's me. You know how we do. Get straight into it. Push that headband back. Bonnet. No, head tie. And let's get started. It's pretty intense, so buckle up. First thing we're gonna do is wash our hands. Always want to make sure you start off with clean hands. Get in there good, all the nooks and crannies, and make sure you get under the nails. So I lied. It's not intense, but it is pretty extensive, and you'll see what I mean. So we ready to go. First thing we do, start off with an oil cleanser. This is a Korean one. I don't know what it says other than oil cleansing and pore clear. So yeah, I'll get a little bit more into oil cleansing in just a moment, but I start off with like 2.5 pumps and I start on dry skin. The reason why oil cleansing works is because like attracts like. So if you have dirt and oil on your face, what you most likely do using oil to get it off is gonna be your best bet. Well, maybe not your best bet, but it's gonna work. So like I said, dry skin, and I really spend a lot of time rubbing it in. As you see, this is in real time. I didn't speed it up, so you'll see how long I spend just scrubbing my face with this. And I kind of want to use the friction from my hands to pull the dirt off, and then continue using the dirt that comes off to pull more dirt off, if that makes sense. But like I said, I really don't know what that bottle says, and I have oil cleansed before, not with like a specific product. Usually I will just use a mixture of olive oil and castor oil. I know you can use a whole bunch of different oils, but that's just what I would use. And I actually do prefer that to this product because I feel like this product just leaves my skin a little dry at the end or after everything's all said and done. And when I use my own oil mixture, it's a little bit better. I just prefer a little bit. It's not too bad. I'm gonna finish using this product because I did pay for it, so that's that. But I do prefer just using like olive oil, castor oil, and going on like that. Like I said, I do this for a minute. You're gonna see I'm really just trying to scrub, get in there. I personally have clogged pores and a little bit of discoloration, so that's why I choose the products that I chose. And my main areas that have clogged pores are going to be my nose and my chin. So I kind of spend a lot of time scrubbing that area, or rubbing that area to kind of get as much dirt as I can out. I do focus on all of my face, but a lot of my time is spent on my chin and nose. It's raining. I hope you can't hear that. It said it's snowing. It's really not snowing, but it's raining. So I hope you can't hear that. Yep, girl, get into it. Push that nose ring back in because we're not going to lose it down the drain. And get into them corners. Them corners right there. Yeah, you got to really scrub. Just scrub. Wow, I'm doing this for longer than I thought I did. I knew I did it for long, but watching it back, I'm like, damn, girl, you still scrubbing? All right, then you want to use a as hot as you can like manage, wash rag to take off the oil. At least that's how I was taught to oil cleanse, because you want to open up the pores so that as much dirt comes out and you clear your pores as well as possible. And then just use that to wipe it off. You see what I'm doing. Like I said, my nose and my chin are my problem areas. So I kind of like try to squeeze as much. Is it pus? I guess it's pus. I try to squeeze as much pus out. I spared you the details, but that's what I'm doing. I'm squeezing as much pus out and just wiping it off, getting it all gone. I'm doing it a little bit more here. But yeah, you see it. And just making sure I'm getting as much dirt and pus and all that stuff off my face with this first cleanse, because we're going to go in with another cleanser that actually does suds up and is a soap. So my next cleanser is this. It's Natrium. It's actually a body wash, but it says you can use it as a face wash as well. I do use it as a body wash too. I can honestly say that I do notice a difference in the texture of my skin. It says it has like time release technology or whatever. I don't know, but I like it. It doesn't suds up as much as I like my soaps to, so I am a little heavy-handed with it, but I actually do honestly like it, and I can say I've noticed a difference in my skin. It is a little bit on the expensive side, so just keep that in mind. Wet my face because I started on dry skin, and that wash rag ain't really wet it. This pump was a little excessive. I didn't need that much, but like I said, it doesn't suds up as much as I like, so I do OD, but you really don't have to go that hard. And then we just get to scrubbing. Same thing as before, ain't no real technique to it. Just scrub your face, make sure it's clean, or make sure you're getting it clean rather, and focus on your areas that you know. This does have salicylic acid. That's the one I chose because Natrium has like a whole bunch of different ones that do different things, but I chose salicylic acid because salicylic acid is said to clear your pores, and that is my main issue. Like, I have clogged pores, and that's where most of my problems come from, so that's why I chose the products that I did. So another another pore clearing product. We get in it and we scrub, make sure we get everywhere. Same thing as before. I don't think I scrubbed for as long with this one, but maybe because we're still scrubbing. We're still here. She's still going. She's still going. Okay. Oh, make sure you get your neck. I usually do this in the shower, so it's a little bit easier for me not to forget, but make sure you get your neck. That should be a part of your skincare, your face routine. That neck. And she's still scrubbing. Okay. This is, I don't know if this actually does anything, but I brush my teeth with the soap sitting on my face. It do say time release. Oh, make sure you get that tongue pink. Scrub your tongue. Stop with the white tongues. It's 2023. We're not doing that no more. But sit it on my face and brush my teeth, and then I re-wet my face and get another lather going. I don't know if that helps. It just makes me feel better. That's what I do. So this is, I didn't put any more soap. I just re-wet the soap that was already sitting on my face with some water and got another scrub going. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm doing something. Just some more water to kind of, I don't even know what this does, but it makes me feel good. And then we gotta rinse it off in just a second. Hopefully, because you know, I be scrubbing for dumb long. You gotta check for any ghosts because you had your eyes closed for too long. And then continue scrubbing because obviously I've scrubbed my face for eons. And she's still scrubbing. I swear it don't feel like I'm scrubbing for this long when I'm doing it, but I really do this every day. And now we washing off for real. Okay, so she washed her face finally. Just making sure I got all the soap off. One more for good measure. And then we're gonna use a paper towel to dry our face. Sometimes, honestly, I would air dry, but for the sake of this video, I use the paper towel. Oh, actually, no, I'm lying. Well, I'm not. I do air dry, but I do use a paper towel to just go in and like clean up those problem areas anymore. Like if I could squeeze out any more pus, like I'm doing here, I'll do that with a paper towel. But generally, I do air dry. I really don't dry my face. And now into the last part. So I either use this or that. So this is Paula's Choice. It's an exfoliant. I don't use it every day because it is a little rough. Well, it's an exfoliant. You're not supposed to exfoliate your face every day. But it's more salicylic acid to unclog the pores, shrink the pores, even texture. I can use this every day, but I don't if I decide to use the Paula's Choice. But this is good molecules, niacinamide, brightening toner. And this is really good for like dark spots and discoloration, which I do have some of. And I have noticed that a lot of my discoloration is gone since I started using this. So I decided to use this today. It does say use a cotton pad, but I feel like cotton pad just drinks up all your products. So I use my hands. Just slap it on, rub it in, and be good to go. And like I said, don't forget that neck, baby. All right, like close to the last thing. It's not really the last thing. Anyway, rose water and glycerin. I prefer glycerin in my products because glycerin is a humectant, and the reason I would have oily skin is because my skin thinks it's dry, so it overproduces. So if I can put the oil on or moisturize it and give it what it needs, it's not gonna overproduce oil. I'm not gonna be oily. So drench my face in that. I didn't have my main sunscreen, so I didn't show it, but that white stuff is sunscreen. And then jojoba oil. I like jojoba oil because it's the closest to our skin's natural sebum. So I use that as my facial oil. A couple drops, like 3 drops. And then we rub everything in. And I really find that this locks in the moisture. My face does not get dry and my face does not get oily. It's just like a perfect balance. It may seem a little excessive, but I promise you it's not. My skin just, you'll see at the end, you'll see it just looks like perfectly balanced moisturized skin. It's not oily, but it's not dry, and it's protected because we use sunscreen. Make sure you use sunscreen. I kind of want to make sure that I rub my face in a way that doesn't age me or like drag my skin down. It's given like gouache on a budget. You know, we just want to push our skin in the right areas. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think it makes sense. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying. You see what I'm doing. But we just want to push and push and push. Boom. At night, I really don't do this process again. And like I said, look, boom, you see the results. But at night, I'll either just use some of this on a pad and just clean the day off, or some micellar water. If I had a really long day, I'll use both, but I'll use the micellar water first and then go in with the glycolic acid. It said you're only supposed to use it at night, so that's why. But this is my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Yeah, see you in the next one.